Morning, everyone. This is load shedding here. This is prayer eyes. Let's get into the word. So this morning I have a interesting topic, the treadmill. But as I was walking this morning, God just gave me an analogy and sharing just the truth to me where I'm at, and I believe the body will also be. When you go to the gym on a treadmill, you basically you walk, your heart rate goes up. It's good for your blood pressure, it's good for your health, and for everything. It is very good for you, but you're basically just running on this very straight path. Basically, I mean, obviously you can put the you can let it, going up a hill, that kind of thing, to make it harder also. But there's not really rocks to go over. There's not rubble that you have to climb over. There's not trees that you have to duck for. So when we walk in the mornings, it is very clear, what the municipality are able to do or not, or people for their sidewalks. So you have to literally climb over a few things or go by a few things when we walk in the morning. And if you're on a treadmill, it is kind of just a smooth path. And so, what God showed me this morning is that we can be engaged in the spirit, that heart rate going up. We can be engaged in the spirit, really experience the spirit, even see the benefits to ourselves in the spirit, but we won't be gaining ground. And I say to God, well, that it almost sounds like a contradiction. So we're engaging with the spirit, but yet we're not gaining ground, because on a treadmill you're just standing in one place. So you're having a lot of benefits, but you're not walking somewhere, you're not getting to a certain destination. And God showed me that many times the difference is when you walk on a treadmill and not climbing over some things. The analogy in that is the avoiding of making the difficult decisions. And this is something I want to encourage you today to. Many times, and I know in this season also, there are conversations to be had. There are decisions to be made. There are heart sores or traumas or things from your past that you have to finally let go now. It's not like Jesus hasn't been prompting you and been working in your heart, or that you've been totally avoiding and you haven't let God into that space, into your heart, and you have to let him in. Now is the time to let him in. um you know I'm sure you get what I'm saying, because we can take a few, a lot of examples. But gaining ground is not only about benefiting myself. Gaining ground is about moving forward in the kingdom so that God can use me more effectively also to reach others. Gaining ground is not only to feel that I'm engaging in the spirit and feeling, wow, I feel refreshed, but it is in growing and in being more mature. So gaining ground is about knowing God more, laying down more of yourself, but also being more effective in the kingdom, versus just being, filled up with the spirit and just enjoying, just being comfortable with where you are. So many times we are in a very good place. I'm not saying that you're not in a good place. Maybe you feel like, wow, this is the best place I've been in for a long while. I am really pursuing Jesus. I hear his voice. But it's almost as if you're somewhat stuck. It's going great. Like, this is the best time in your life that you've had with Jesus. Your discipline is even intact, reading your Bible, praying, all of that. And that is great. But it's almost as if you're not moving forward. And that can be spiritually, it can be in your health, it can be in your business, and that kind of thing. But Jesus is just saying to me this morning is that we need to have those difficult conversations. We need to approach and breach those difficult things that we've been laying off. And then just the one example I want to take from Jonah's life. God sending him to Nineveh. And he rather went to Tarshish, to avoid the call of God on his life, to avoid the word. And because it was more difficult, the task that God had ahead of him was difficult because he avoided it. He first had to go round about the mountain, Well, it was more like the depths of the seas. But first, the difficult things. And I think many of the things where we find ourselves is just because we've been avoiding the difficult things. But sometimes it is just what it is. And God is now calling on us to approach those things. But hear from Him, get specific instruction for His timing. But it is definitely not something that we can avoid any longer. I hope this bless you. I hope this encourage you for you to tackle and take the bull by the horns today for whatever it is that you need to address in the next one. Bless you.